Right then guys, in today's video we are covering some serious stuff. If you're a guy, whether you're doing self-improvement, it doesn't really matter with this video. Obviously I think everybody should be doing their self-improvement, but even if you're married or whatever, this is just important information that you're going to want to know if you're a man. Okay, so let's get into it. This video we are covering the harsh truth about marriage and what to do. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the horrible statistics, okay? Men, if you're living in the UK, this is what you're up against. It's Western society, but mainly the UK specific, is what I'm covering since I live there, okay? The biggest killer of men under 50 is suicide. These are just cold, hard facts that I'm going to hit you with, and then we're going to get into it, okay? So this is all factual that I'm hitting you with right now. One of the biggest reasons for this is due to divorce and breakups, okay? There's only 50% chance of a successful marriage. Women initiate 75% of divorces and breakups. So they're the statistics when it comes to it. All right, they're the statistics when it comes to just cold, hard facts about what men are up against, okay? Now we're going to elaborate on it and we're going to go into the UK divorce system, all right? The UK divorce system has a no-fault divorce, which is adultery is no longer a required or significant factor in divorce settlements. Financial settlements are based on needs and not behaviour. The courts prioritise fair division of assets based on financial needs, contributions and child welfare. Even if the wife cheated and the husband was loyal, she can still claim a share of assets, especially if she was financially dependent. Okay, so she's not being held accountable if she goes against the oaths, right? She can do that. The game is rigged for the man to lose with the government's involvement. The reason I say with the government's involvement, because marriage was never meant for the government to be involved. And originally, marriage was made to be in the eyes of God, okay? And that's how you do it. Nowadays, you have people getting married, they don't even believe in God, and they're just allowing the government to get involved in the love life, and they don't even believe in God. So they're just stitching themselves up for no reason. Crazy. So, men I know this happened to. I was working away doing shop fitting. I've worked with loads of different blokes all over the map since I was 18, 19 years old, right? I used to stay in Premier Inns with random blokes because there'd be two in a hotel room that you'd share and then you go work on the job. So I was forever just getting cooped up with just fucking different blokes, yeah? And you talk to him. And a lot of these blokes were older. And there were so many of these blokes that had been fucked from this. One of the blokes in particular that probably might be watching this video now, respect if you are, brother. His wife wanted to be with his best friend, so she fucking divorced him. His best friend moved into the house, raising his kids, and he can't be part of it. So the house he took on as a mortgage, the woman, his kids, and his best mate all fucking got together. He got fucked off, yeah? They all went against the oath. It's all backwards, that shit, and now he has to suffer because of it. Brother, I've been with men that are broken, and they don't know what to do. They honestly don't know what to do. It's fucking out of control. It's out of fucking control. And it's bang out of order, if you ask me. So, that being said, okay, I've just told you right now what you're up against as a man. That fight is my fight too. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat, me and you, brother. The difference is I understand this, and I've gone out of my way to, how can I prevent this happening to me? Okay? So, we need to cover female nature. Okay? The harsh truth about female nature. Loyalty is conditional. Okay? She will continue to be loyal and love you so long as you continue to be the man that she admires. If you change and become more passive and you lose ambition, her desire for you will go down. Women are hypergamous, and hypergamy is a feeling in the woman. Women date up, seeking a man who's superior in wealth, status, leadership. If a man stagnates or falls behind, her attraction will fade. What women say versus what they respond to, okay? I just want a nice guy. I just want a guy to love me and just open doors for me and just be this real simp. I just want a simp. That is not what they want, guys. Do not listen to them, okay? Do not listen to them. What they say they want and what they want are two different things. You need to stop listening to what they say and watch what they do, and then you'll start clocking the game. Attraction isn't a conscious choice, which is how they're coming out with it. It's an instinctual thing, and they can't change it. So they're giving you wrong information, and if you listen to them, you'll suffer. Believe me. They test men constantly, and this increases with commitment, okay? So the reason why they're testing you is they're testing, so these, call them shit tests, whatever you want, yeah? They're poking, they're trying to get a reaction out of you, they're figuring you out, right? Are you that guy, okay? And what we got here, kind of thing, right? Women test men to gauge their strength and confidence. You might know this is going on or you might not, doesn't matter. It's inevitable, it's gonna happen, okay? If she's sending you these tests and you're failing them, i.e. acting emotional, or she's cut off sent at you and she's triggering you off, her attraction and her desire for you will go down. But if you pass these tests and you stay stoic and embrace her emotions and she feels safe around you, it's going to go up, okay? These tests are going to happen and they don't stop. Even if you have kids or nothing, this shit does not stop. So you need to understand that that's what's going on. Do not be susceptible to being off-centered. Okay? Emotions often outweigh logic with women. Okay? That's why when it comes to you being in a relationship with them, like, you know, inevitably you have to have the final say. Because if she's giving you some information and she's acting in an emotional way and you're just like, okay, we'll do that because you want to do it, and then the situation changes and her emotions aren't the same, you're the one that made the decision and you're the man that's logical. So who's leading? Is it her or is it you? And if she's leading, do you really think that that's going to be good? Since she thinks emotionally. A lot of the times as a man, you have to go against your emotions to do the right thing. But she's a slave to her emotions. So you're actually doing her and yourself a disservice by allowing that to happen. Okay? She might even say you're a wanker, you're this, you're that, whatever. You know, you don't listen to me, you don't do that. At the end of the day, you are stopping your ship get sunk that she is on. You're saving her from herself, almost, okay? And it's nothing wrong with, like, it's not like putting them down and being serious. You have to do that, okay? And she's going to find you more attractive if you do this, as long as you're doing it because of the right reason, not just doing it to be a fucking control freak. So, that being said, because they are a slave to their emotions, you've got to look at it this way, that because of how they are with their emotions, as you as a guy, in comparison, it's liability. But just because it's your woman and you love her and you feel, it's like you're going to start taking what she says even more serious. Like, listen to what she says. She might be able to see us, but she's a human being. I'm not saying that. Listen to her. But when it comes to the equal and we're doing this, that's on your say. If you do something that she says and you don't agree with it and it goes wrong, you can't be going to her and say, oh, you told us to do this. She's going to think, what the fuck? So she's going to think, what the fuck, why are you not doing it? And then when you do it and it goes wrong, she's going to say, what the fuck? So do what the fuck you think is right, okay? There's no winning. Women are master sub-communicators. You need to know this about female nature. They're very covert. They're not very direct. Unless you piss them off and they're in the masculine energy, they'll start being like that. But they're very covert. So you've got to understand this. A woman's going to try and want you to do something, and she's probably not going to say it straight away. Whilst men often communicate directly, women excel in covert communication. This means she may not always say what she wants, but she just expects a guy to get it. Yeah? Ooh, how many people can relate to that? I'm just going to give a little bit more on hypergamy when it comes to female nature, and this is the brutal truth of hypergamy. Men, we tend to look at things like, oh, we got a new car and we'll treat it really well and look after it and it's in the garage and it's all that, yeah. And then over a period of time, we stop taking it so seriously, okay? I think a lot of men do this with women as well. But the thing is women are hypergamous, okay? Their hypergamy needs satisfying. It's not a car. So if you get lazy with it, guess what happens? Your relationship suffers because of it, okay? Hypergamy doesn't care that you've had 3 kids. Hypergamy doesn't care that you give everything to this woman and you've had a relationship and you've spent 20 years together. Hypergamy doesn't care. Women only want men that other women want, okay? It doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship. If other women not giving you attention, or she thinks that no other woman wants you, oh brother, oh brother, she's gonna think she could do better than you. And now she's gonna fucking hate you. You with me? Because she's gonna feel like you tricked her. Serious. She's gonna feel like you're not the guy who started, like she's gonna feel like she fell out of love with you. And that's because you didn't do what you should have done. I'm just gonna read this one because getting this out. Women only want a man other women want. And what she's trying to do subconsciously is make you more undesirable to other women to make her feel more safe. But what she doesn't realise is in turning you into a fucking beta, which is what's happening there, in what's turning you into a beta, she's actually making you undesirable to her. This is what I'm saying. If you just trust and listen to a woman, she's going to ruin it because she doesn't know. And she can't understand because she's not a man. She's not wired like that. Okay? So you need to listen to me here, boys, right? You need to listen to me. That's why, as a man, you need to set the bar for yourself that high that it's for yourself. Though it's just like the bar's for you, that's what you're striving to get, and that's always the case. Your purpose is at the forefront of your life. All of this is the truth, and none of it is to say that women are bad. It's just how they operate in the world. The best approach is to understand these tendencies and navigate relationships accordingly rather than resenting them. Okay? You got two options. You take the truth and you turn bitter, as they say, the red pill moment, if that's what you want to call it. Boop. The truth.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Because this is not what we've been taught as men. This is completely the opposite. And if you don't know anything about female nature, it's going to sting you. It did for me a little bit when I first found out and I started studying. But it actually helped me in the long run, big time, with my upbringing and everything else and whatever. So educate yourself and use it to your advantage. Okay? Understand it, and it's going to help you, right? If a lot of these men understood female nature, it probably wouldn't have been the case for them, right? So now we're going to go on to the last one. So we've done the statistics, the UK divorce system, that's the fight, the horrible fight that men in this UK, that's what we're up against. This is what is going to help you prevent that. You're going to be able to understand your woman more, okay? Not what society's led you to believe isn't true. It isn't true. You will lose. Masculine and feminine polarity. Okay, this where you're going to need to get pen and paper for this video most likely. I had to put it all in one. I could have made a whole video on female nature and a whole video on just like, this could have been 4 different videos, but I had to put it all in one because it's like 1 + 1 = 2 in my fucking head. I'm a man, I'm logical, and I need to put it out like that for men to digest to save their fucking lives, brother. Right. Masculine and feminine polarity. I'm just going to do a quick rundown and then I'm going to do my own elaboration on top, okay? So, in romantic relationships, polarity creates attraction and passion. The stronger the contrast between masculine and feminine energies, the more magnetic the attraction. This doesn't mean rigid gender roles. Both men and women carry masculine and feminine energies, and they can shift depending on the situation. Masculine energy is often linked to direction, logic, structure. Feminine energy is linked with flow, intuition, nurturing. As a man, you need respect for a woman's emotional needs. It's your job to absorb her emotions, not be off-centered like a mountain and waves. Yeah, you're the mountain, that sea's going crazy, slapping them waves up against that, yeah. The mountain won't move, okay? And eventually the sea's gonna settle down, okay? But the mountain's still the same. That's the analogy you need to apply to your life, okay? So the mountain and the waves, this will help her feel secure and safe, okay? That's why you have to be that guy, man. Right, now we're gonna get into it. So in every human being, in you and me, okay, we have 2 energies, your masculine and your feminine. Depending on what you've been through and who you are and what sculpted you into it is gonna define where your energy's at in yourself, okay? For example, a male that's been raised by his mum and there's been no masculine role models in his life, i.e. an older brother, an uncle or a dad or something, yeah, and he's just been raised by that woman, he's going to be a lot more susceptible to being more like a woman, i.e. in his emotions, not going to be able to logically think, going to almost, as a man for him as well, because his life is going to be different to a girl's. There's nothing positive that comes of this. If you're the world of a man is not going to get any softer for him just because he's soft. You with me? Anyway, we're not getting into that. We're doing the relationship kind of things, but you might be able to understand that. So yeah, and same as if a lad is, a girl is not had a masculine life in her role, she's more susceptible to leaning more in her masculine energy and being masculine because she never had that and she's been hardened. Yeah, does that make sense? So that being said, in every individual you have your masculine and feminine energy, okay? You can change it depending on what you do and do more research on that. But right now I've got to get it in there to just explain to you. When you enter a relationship with a female, or when a man and a woman enter a relationship together, okay? Most likely you would have been leaning in your masculine energy and she would have been leaning in a feminine energy, okay? Very attractive, like magnets, okay? Over time, this is the important bit, over time, now you know how female nature works, okay? And it's almost like she's demasculating you, right? It's for her to feel safe and secure, okay? You need to understand that. But if you don't understand this, this is where you think she's just being a fucking bitch, or she's just being this, and you start failing all these tests, yeah? What's gonna happen is, and if you actually are getting demasculated, like you're listening to her, and them emotions are getting into you, and you're not dealing with them and just like off-putting them and like doing what you should do, you're going to get all fucked up and messed up. And over time, she's going to become more masculine in the relationship of the polarity, okay? These here, over a long period of time, they're going to swap because of the process. And if you don't understand it, to check her and keep it there, she's going to override you and you're going to be in the feminine energy and she'll be in the masculine energy, right? Naturally, just by human nature of the female nature and the man, okay? Unless you understand it and can check and perform correctly as a man. I.e. women like to get checked, they like to be told no when it's a stupid ass idea. They might even say, oh, fuck you, whatever. They want to be checked, they want no. That's what they want, okay? They don't want just some guy, it's true. And not say no just for the sake of it. Say no because that shit's going to fuck our plan up. No, we're not doing that, yeah? So, now, you might be in a relationship of a marriage, right? This is to help you, guys. I want to help you. You might be in a marriage, let's say you've been married for 4 years, 5 years, I don't know, it could be longer. You've been along for a long period of time and now you're in a relationship and it's going west. There's no interest, there's no sex. You with me? Here's what happens when you get more in the feminine, she gets more masculine. She's not attracted to you. She can't help how she feels against you. Like, you have to do what you do and she's going to feel that. So, what's going to happen here is you need to understand this. Now, if it goes too west, yeah, and what's going to happen is if it goes too much, she will, if it goes you go way to the feminine, she goes way in the masculine, okay? She's going to be looking for a masculine. She needs that, and you're the feminine, okay? She's going to exit the relationship if you cannot bring this back. And at this point right now, you might be 10 years into a relationship marriage with this lady, okay? And you're now willing to take a bullet for her just so this woman can live, just so this woman can live. You would do that for her. Doesn't matter. To her, it doesn't matter. Because she's hypergamous. That's the brutal truth about it, guys. That's why you have to be in control. That's why you have to understand what I'm telling you now, and you have to implement this. These men in here, they didn't want to be there. I can argue not one man in there wanted to be there, okay? And if they understood what I'm telling you now, I'm telling you right now, if they understood this and had the capability of implementing it in their life, they would never be in that situation. Okay, so just on top of this now, we're going a bit crazy. Yeah, she's going to exit, Let's say that you're just in a situation now where you're arguing and it's all west. You can bring it back, bro. With the information I'm telling you right now, you can bring it back. But it's not an overnight thing, right? It took a long time subconsciously for her to demasculate you and then roll switch, right? You've not been going gym. You're fucking submissive. Yep, 3 bags full. Yep. Oh, the wife, the fucking better half as me's back. Like, no, she wants to be with a prize, bro. She wants to be with a prize. She wants to be the better half. She wants you to be the better half. I'm telling you, bro, it's a brutal game. Take your fucking self serious, man. I'm serious. So you can understand this, and slowly, if it's going west for you right now when you're in a marriage, you can implement this slowly. And if you are doing it in the right steps over a period of time and you're really trying to do this, this is not an act. You can't just tell her this. It has to be in the internal of the man. She will figure it out. Okay, so you have to become that guy again. Have to become that guy again. Literally have to become him again. You're not going to blag her. You're not going to say, oh, look, I'm still that guy. Look. No, you have to become that guy. Or better. There's no blagging him. All right? So you can save it, but this is going to take a long period of time. You have to be patient and you have to change your whole mindset. Okay, so if you get mad before she fucks up and does something dirty and cheats on you because she doesn't feel like she loves you anymore, you got to understand this. Even a woman, if she cheats on you, bro, because she's a slave to her emotions, she's not like a man. So if I do something dirty to you and snaky, betrayal, let's say, you're going to be like, bro, like for a man, it's like, fucking what the fuck? For a woman, if she cheats on you, she's going to blame it on, oh, my man is not this, or my man doesn't make me feel like this, so that's why I'm doing this. There's like, this is what I'm saying. So it all comes to you kind of thing. And you just got to take yourself serious, man, and take yourself first. And it's what you're trying to achieve out of this life. And so long as you're doing that right, it's a blessing for them to be on your ship. Okay? And that's going to set up the perfect attraction. Just one more thing I'll say on this as well. So with relationships, they're never 50-50. Yeah, it's not they both love each other equally or they both like each other equally. It's not. There's always an adorer and an adored. Okay? So as a man, it might be a bit weird for you to take this mindset, but it's going to work. It's going to work better for her. You want to be the prize. Yeah, you want to be the adored. Even though we're like flowers and all this, listen, the women, when a woman really likes you, bro, she wants to do all that. And I'm telling you, she wants to. If a woman really likes you, she's interested, she's gonna be adoring you, and she's gonna be happy while she's doing it. She's gonna feel fulfilled for that. Quite a complicated video. Grab a pen and paper. You're probably gonna write some stuff down. This is probably gonna sting you. Go study and go look elsewhere at whatever resources. I genuinely believe this. I wouldn't implement this in my own life if I wasn't 100% believing it. Okay, definitely wouldn't make a fucking video about it if I wasn't, right? So on top of this, you have to. On top of this, you have to read The Way of the Superior Man. Okay, you have to read that book. This is going to link up your purpose, the way you carry yourself as a man, and how this subconsciously is going to just ricochet onto your relationship, and you're going to understand her more. I think you could even, if you're with a chick, and it's the marriage, you could probably read this book with her. I do think you 100% should read it by yourself, yeah? But let's say it's a really sticky situation, like, but you are quite close to it and you understand it and it's like that. Like, I do think if you, like, her heart's there and that, you could read this together and you could both learn and understand it and then both work towards a relationship. If not, as a man, 100%, you need to read this book because you're the leader and it's on your head. And if you let anybody else take control of your life, then you will suffer the consequences if it don't go wrong. So at least if you make a fucking mistake, it's on your back and you can deal with it. Because there's nothing worse when shit goes wrong and it wasn't your fault. All right. My conclusion on this video is, lads, we are in a very sticky situation in the UK. These are the odds. These are the statistics. They don't lie. The UK divorce system, is it going to change anytime soon? Probably not. So what do we do as men? We are smart. We can't change the game, but we can change. And it's not the strongest that survives, it's the one that's able to adapt. Charles Darwin, boom, let's go. That is the truth. So adapt, boys. So that's a harsh truth about marriage and what to do. If you know anybody that's going through a hard time right now, they might even be married or they, whatever, send them this. You could literally save their life. Going on the statistics, you could save their life. Imagine that. Yeah? All right then, guys, it's Rob the Beck. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Boom, boom.